Everything I do is whoa. Got the bands jumping out the bag.
Hey man, say man, we are back with another video and we are going to break down a W trade for the day. All I got to say is, look, we don't stay down for long. You know what I'm saying? I showed y'all the L we took yesterday and we ended up taking a banger today. Now, don't hold this against me, but it was on a 1 minute time frame again. And I know I said I don't do this, but the shit's starting to look real good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm taking what I can get. If it's showing me everything I need to see, I'm going to take it off the 1 minute. I can't even hold you. I'm going to do that. So today's banger trade on oil, both I and people in my Discord took this banger trade, hit off the 1 minute, and I was done. You know what I'm saying? Ended up passing the challenge that I told you guys I was trying to pass this week. Ended up doing that and getting profit on one other. I think I took it on one other challenge. So we passed one, took it on another. So I end up getting profit on that. And then we're going to work on the other three after that. After this banger trade, it just showed me that the 1 minutes is for now. You know what I'm saying? It's doing what it's doing. Now, it wasn't just the 1 minute that I got confluence on. It was confluence based off a whole other, like all other time frames. And that I'm going to show you guys. But I just took my entry and profit off the 1 minute instead of holding for longer. This way I'm able to get some good scalps without, you know what I'm saying, price reversing back on me, kind of like what it did. And I'm going to show you, you know what I'm saying, that's what it did. But I was able to get my 2-to-1 off the 1 minute. And it was just a banger trade from there. So without further ado, let me get into that trade. All right, man. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off on the daily like we do all the time. Marking off our daily highs and our daily lows, right? So I actually took a buy today, even though I think that we might come down into some of these lows to fill in this wick. I actually took a buy today. So mark off highs and lows, right? So previous day high. And then somewhere in this right here is the previous day low. So I marked that off, right? So I think I took this around at 9:30. After a little bit after 9:30 time is when I took this. We had some oil news at 9:30, so I took it after that. But so mark off my previous day high and I mark off my previous day low. So I do think that we are going to eventually sell on down to some of these lows, just because we are in this daily fair value gap and we've respected it, that 50% right here. Let me put that middle line right there so you guys can see. We respected it, right? That 50%. So the next draw on liquidity is somewhere in this area or this particular low right here. So I think at least we're going to sell to this low, probably a little bit lower before we buy back up if that's what we want to do. So, but today was a quick scalp, like I mentioned before. So let me show you why I end up taking the buys instead of the sells. So mark off my previous day high, mark off my previous day low. I'm going to go to the 4 hour because this is important. Why I chose to buy instead of sell. This is super important. All right. I am not a support and resistance trader, right? That's not my strategy, but I like to use it in confluence. So I know for sure that if price wants to sell, it must close below this low, right? I think it was more so down here. Price must close below these lows in order to come down and fill these wicks. Now, let's put a little sauce in this, right? And I said this in my Discord. Wicks and gaps are super important, right? Gaps are imbalances that price want to come down and fill before going in this overall direction. Wicks are just liquidity. So it's money sitting right there that price must come take, right? So we've got buyers sitting in here that price must come take out before going back up or just completely sell down. But this right here, this long wick is just as important as if we was looking at this gap right here, right? Super important. If price had body closed down here, I wouldn't be looking at potential sales, right? Until it closed below. But let me say that again. Wicks and gaps are super important, just as important. Now, one or the other is more important than the other, right? Gaps are imbalances that price wants to come back and fill before going back up, right? So that's where you get the higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, liquidity sweeps, all of that. Then you actually have the liquidity sitting in the wicks. If you have long wicks like this, best believe price is going to come back and fill that. How, when, I don't know, but price is going to come back. If you go back and you look at, historical data, you see long wicks. What it do? Price come back and fill that, right? You see long wicks. What it do? Price come back and fill that. Long wicks. What did it do? Price come back and fill that. Wicks and gaps are just as important. So understand what I say. Like when I in my chat, if you're in my chat and I say I'm looking for price to fill the wicks, not saying that you like, just understand what I mean by that, right? It's not the same as a fair value gap. It's not the same as our imbalances. This is money. This is money sitting right here, right? So let me put that little dollar sign. Well, I need to put it down. But all these wicks is money. Price is going to come back and take these buyers out. So it's not the same as if it was like something like this. This is a breakup structure, right? Now this is small liquidity, but this right here, this is nothing but money that price is coming to. So if we break this area, I would be looking for sales down into this low, right? Now I don't know if price is going to close below that. That's none of my business. All I know is those are areas of interest. So understand the difference, but understand that they both are extremely important. Now back to the trade. The reason I'm taking buys is because I'm like, the only way I'm taking sales, right? Even though we are in this daily fair value gap, even though we are trending to the downside for now, the only way I'm going to take sales is if the 4 hour, because around that time we were in this 4 hour candle right here before that 9 o'clock candle, is if this 4 hour closes below, and then I will be looking for sales. If it does not, I'm only looking for buys, right? Until we come up and make some more structure and break structure to the downside. So 4 hour did not close below. So that 9 o'clock candle, I'm looking for it to push up. That's the only thing I'm looking for, is for that 9 o'clock candle to push up. Now, how high? It does not matter to me. I'm only looking for great opportunities, preferably in this particular area right here. Preferably want to take my entry in this area and push up, because I don't know how far it's going to push up. But that's all I'm looking for. So if I go down to the 5 minute, right? Around this time, we were right here. So I'm like, all right, I do not trade support and resistance. However, this is the area of interest that I want to make sure if price breaks below that, I'm no longer looking for buys, right? Because on the 4 hour time frame, you can see that's a major area of support on the 4 hour time frame. So if I go down to the 5 minute, I'm a price action trader. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for price to come down into some fair value gaps, fill gaps, do any of that, and then shoot back up, right? Take some highs. So if you go to the 30 minute, you can see that around this time, we have this huge gap that it wants to fill, right? At that 9 o'clock time, it filled some of the gap, but it didn't fill all of it. So I don't do anything. I don't do anything until I see gaps being filled, liquidity being taken, and market structure shifts. On a 5 minute, we didn't get any market structure shifts yet, but we did get liquidity being taken, right? There are no, like if you go on this 5 minute right here, there's no longer any more imbalances. So if price shoots down, it's going to continue down. But if price holds, we're going to come up to take some liquidity. We're going to come up to these imbalances right here, right? So all I'm looking for now is because I'm looking to scalp now, just because of how the market is going, I'm going on the 1 minute. I'm like, 5 minute is going to show me, let's just say it like this. I back tested this for a long time, and you can go back test if you want. Now, this is not 100% accurate. Like, this is just majority of the time, right? A lot of the times on why I use the 5 minute break of the candle, right? Is because usually on the 5 minute break of the candle is a 1 minute market structure shift. Let me say that again. A 5 minute break of the candle is usually a 1 minute market structure shift. Now, not all the time, right? That's not all the time. But if you back test, This is why I like the 5-minute break of the candle, because we're breaking market structure on the lower time frame. I usually don't take my entry or my profits off the 1 minute. I usually take off the 5 minute just to get a bigger RR. But now that I'm trying to just scalp and get more bang for my buck, I am going and entering off the 1 minute and exiting off the 1 minute, because I'm strictly looking for scalps. Market is doing whatever it wants to do. I just want to get in and out right now. I'm not trying to hold. So this is why I end up winning, and this is why the price did what it did, right? So as you can see, we got let me take this off really quick. As you can see, we got the bullish candle on the 5 minute, right? The price took liquidity. Then we got a bullish candle close, and then we got a break of this candle, right? Let's go on the 5 minute to see what that does. Let me put this back on. Let's go on the 1 minute to see what that looks like. If you go on the 1 minute, this 1 minute is a bullish candle close, an engulfing candle, which also left a market structure shift. That's what I mean by when I say the 5 minute bullish candle close plus a break is usually a market structure shift on the 1 minute. Again, this is not Bible. This is what it's going to show every single time. But this is what I start to see as I'm backtesting, right? So on the 1 minute, this is why I was confident enough to take it. And really the only reason why my only TP was this high right here, but I saw this engulfing candle. So I'm like, there's a lot of volume right now. I want to take advantage of it. All I'm looking for is either price to come back into this fair value gap or a break of that candle. Because if it breaks this candle, that means on the 5 minute it's breaking the candle, right? That's all I'm looking for. And I entered off. I think I entered a little bit early before this break, but because of this 1 minute bullish close, I was just experienced, right? I just had enough experience to be like, I'm gonna pull the trigger. And if price just came back down here, I was just gonna enter more positions. This is only an 18 pip stop loss. And then my profit target was this high, really. And I held it just a little bit because that's where I needed to pass my account. But usually this would be the TP right there. I didn't care about risk to reward today. I cared about making money. So it wasn't a full 2-to-1. It was a 1.8. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, we got a good risk to reward. It's more than a 1-to-1, a little less than a 1-to-2. And then we took out this high, which is my only target. The only reason I held just a tad bit longer, I think was like in this area right here, was simply because I knew I had that much left to pass my account. And I was just looking over to the left and I'm like, there's a possibility we have gaps right here. There's a possibility it comes up there. I had my stops trailing really, really tight just in case we did not get all the way up there, but we just happened to do that today. And I'm super excited about it. Again, the only reason, obviously, you can see that we're coming on down now, right? But look what we did when we came down. We broke below that support that's now turning into resistance, right? Again, I'm not a support and resistance trader, but you could still use those things to kind of help with confluence on why you're taking trades and why you're not taking trades. I took the buy today. And then I told my chat, I'm only looking for sales if it were to break below this. So that was the trade for today. I took this same trade on my account that I passed today, and then another account. So I'm good for today. That little, 35 ticks was enough for me. Let me show you guys my Discord. All right, so on my Discord, you can see that I sent this out. What I was looking for, we had some buy side liquidity swept. We had a market structure shift, and I said I'm just looking for this high right here, and then it took it, man. It took it. So that's easy. My chat, I can even show you where I told them I'm only looking for. We just be talking, man. We just be having a good time in the chat. If you're not in the chat, tap in, bro. If you're not in the chat, tap in. Hold on, real quick. I think I had some alarms. Make sure I ain't in nothing. All right. Yeah, I ain't in nothing. Make sure I'm good, because I had a good day today. I don't need nothing activating, and I ain't in it. Let me just make sure on all my accounts I'm not in nothing. Nope. Good. Good. All right. All right. Yeah, man, tap it. If you ain't in the chat, man, tap in, because we be having a good time. I got some people who are just came in and loving the group. Somebody who's new who's coming in. But yeah, let me see. This is where I was telling my people, for me, I take sales. If I'm gonna take sales, I need the 4-hour candle close to be below this purple area. So I was telling my group, like, this is what I'm looking for. If it don't do that, I'm looking for buys only. And then I end up again showing you that I took those buys. So great analysis, man. I love. Let me put myself back on the screen. It was a great analysis, great trade today. I took my time today, man. I felt wonderful. I felt relaxed. I felt just super calm. So understanding that all of that plays a part when it comes to taking trades, and just being confident in what you're trying to see. And if you don't see it, don't take the trade. Let me show you my profits. And I'm showing you guys this. Once I get on my funding, I'm not showing profits and stuff all day. But I'm showing you guys this because this is an eval, right? So hold on, let me come here. All right. Past this account with the all I need is that 1500, which is why I held just a little bit. Let me make myself a little bit smaller. I feel like there we go. And then on, is it this account? Yeah. This is where I made some profits on. So I'm good, man. That was, hopefully that breakdown kind of helped you guys. And then hopefully even you just understanding that even with my loss, I'm still up for the week. You know what I'm saying? Even with that loss yesterday, I'm up for the week. So did I take? Let me see something. No, I didn't take it. Oh, I took it on this account too. I took it on 3 accounts. Remember, I was up. I was down yesterday. Hold on, let me show you guys. Remember, I was down yesterday on this account. I was like at 98 or something like that. But I ended up getting this back up from this same. So just understand that. I just want to show you guys that real quick. Just understanding that risk management. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, I was down yesterday, but I told you guys I have a certain strategy when it comes to, not strategy, sorry, a certain way of going about these evaluations when it comes to trying to pass them. Once I get the funded account, I go back to my normal leverage and how I choose the leverage, just because I shouldn't be losing back to back to back if I'm cool, calm, collected, composed, and I'm doing exactly what I should be doing, right? Sometimes you lose. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you lose back to back. But for the majority of you know what I'm saying, how I've been passing it, even if I lose my first one, my second one should, if I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, you know what I'm saying, the probabilities of me losing the next one is low. So that's why I risk more on my challenges than I do when I get actually funded. So, yeah, that's all I kind of wanted to say. Back in profit for the majority. I'm 2-1. So 1 Monday, lost yesterday, 1 today. Going live for sure. Going live tomorrow. So it's gonna be live trading for you guys, so you kind of see my emotions. And then I'm going live with the Discord on Friday. So if you're not in Discord, make sure you tap in so you can get on that live call with me. It's going to be through the Discord. I'm kind of figuring that part out as far as how I want to do it. I want to keep my quality the same throughout the entire process. So I'm probably going to do it through the Discord. But other than that, man, that's all I got. I will see you guys on the next one. If you got any questions, or if you want to get my strategy, link in the description. It's only $50, man. Come on now. It's only $50. Also, Apex has a discount until the end of the month. And if you want that, I got a discount code in the link in the description. 80% off. 80% off, so you can get a 250K account for $50. I'm telling you right now, if you ain't getting on that, if you ain't tapping into that, I don't know what you're doing. Discount code for Apex, link in the description. Discord, free. Tap in. You know what I'm saying? I love the Discord so far. We got about, I don't know how many members we got in there right now, but it's growing gradually. Like it's still new. It's only like a month or so. As far as the Discord itself, are only a month old. So we got enough people in there, and there's a lot of people that are starting to tap in and really just engage. So tap into that if you have not already. And then strategy, link in the description, $50. I'm telling you right now, if you don't got a strategy, you're missing out. If you trade price action, if you trade fair value gaps, if you trade if you trade price action, period, tap into it, because I simplify it so well, step by step, exactly what I was looking for. I even told my Discord, you know what I'm saying, talking to them exactly what I'm looking for, telling them exactly what I need. And then as soon as I got it, I told them I'm getting in. So if you don't have it, make sure you go in the description below, tap in for the $50, and I will see you guys on the next one. All right, peace.
Everything I do is wait. Got the bands jumping out the bag. Another milestone, look at that. Paper boy.